What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, good evening, whatever the time of the day you are watching this broadcast. I am your boy Gerard Mitchell, aka Gerard Mitchell. Gerard Music. I have the honor and the privilege to have a good friend, a minister, a songwriter, a author. This man got more hats than I could explain. We have the one and only Frank Thompson Jr. What's going on, bro?
Bless you, man. How you doing, man?
I am doing great, man. What I look, tell the people just a little bit about Frank Thompson Jr.
Oh man, I'm sort of like Shrek. I have layers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sort of like Shrek. I have multi layers, and I was speaking to someone earlier, and I was telling them that it looks like every 5 to 10 years something different about my life changes or elevates, and I take a different turn or a different, and it's without plans. Sometimes I plan things, but most of the time, a lot of times, it's just God says, "Okay, this is what you're doing now."
Yeah, yeah.
And so now this book writing thing is like I was speaking to someone earlier, and I was telling them that the 1st of June I had no idea that I'd be writing a book. I was somewhere around the middle of June. I started. I don't have time to sit down with a paper and pencil, but I started speaking into my phone, and it translated it into text, and then I could send it to my computer and then edit things from there. And so I just started speaking, and before I knew it, I had 2 books.
Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. So let's talk about your you have one book. Both of the books are out right now, or you just have one
Yes,
right now?
yes,
Both of the
both
books.
books out.
Okay, so let's talk about I have a picture of one. Let's talk about Frank
Faith
Fate
Man,
Manor. Fate
Faith
Manor. Tell us
Manor.
a little bit about Fate Manor. Don't say too much. Say give us this a little bit because I want the people to buy this book. Fate Manor.
What if your life was a house?
Hmm.
What story? What story would each room tell in the house? So when you go to a house, you enter the porch. Usually, most people have a porch. Now we have houses, apartment buildings that don't have a porch.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say we entering into the porch. What story can be told on your porch
Hmm.
that you have memory of? A good story, wisdom being told to you, life lessons that you learn. Then you go into the living room. And then most people from there, you go in either through the kitchen or the den.
Hmm.
What story would you have to tell that you remember that benefited your life, that was a blessing to you in your living room, and then in your kitchen or your den, and then the bedroom? Then the backyard, your backyard. What stories would your life remember and be able to tell if your life was a house? Manifesting life through faith is the caption here on the book. So it's like, what if your life was a house?
Hmm.
That right there, just right there, and
Yeah.
that makes people think. When I say that to people, people are like, they're like, hmm, yeah, it makes people think. And I was asked the question, who's this book for? It's for everybody. It's for the young, it's for the old, the middle age, it's for everybody. And it's an interactive book because I have reflections in the book. You
Hmm.
can write in the book, and people have shown me their reflections in the book from each section, each story. And man, that's touching my heart because this is not something that I sat down with a team. It was just all of a sudden, somewhere around the middle of November, of June, and then July 22nd, I had this in my hand.
Wow. Yeah, because as you just sat here and said about what's the book about Fate Manor and I'm literally sitting here thinking about, oh Lord, what will my front room say? What
See,
will my front room say? What will my living room say?
look,
Lord,
that's a whole conversation. Just matter of fact, you go to somebody's house and let's say they have a porch,
yeah, yeah.
and and you stop on the porch. how many conversations can happen? And then when you leave, you're gonna leave on by way of the porch. How many conversations can be had right there on the porch? How many life lessons you can learn before you even step into the house?
Wow, wow, wow. And
What?
so you have another book out.
Yes,
Well, what's the other name of the other book?
gracefully letting go.
Ooh, now just listening to the title, Grace and Letting It Go. I'm just gonna take a wild guess. I'm just gonna throw it out there, basically say what I think it means. I'm guessing it Grace and letting go every problem that you've been holding on since. Like this person did me wrong. But I remember you did an interview with Charlotte.
Right.
And I remember we hold on to stuff that really is not benefiting us, because them people, they did what they did and they going back to sleep, but we the only ones tossing and turning. Why they did this to me? Oh, yes, indeed. Yes,
I
indeed.
know people who talk about things that happened to them
Good morning,
40
Fonda.
years ago, 40 years ago, like if it just happened yesterday.
Mm.
And there's one thing that I could use a story of something that happened to help somebody that happened 30, 40, 50 years ago. And I could tell a story. But it's another thing to tell it like it just happened to me.
Mm.
And it bothers me every time I talk about it. And I talk about it every day.
Wow.
I know people who talk about the same thing. Yeah, when she did or he did, and they regurgitate that thing. They bring it up and they talk about it. You cannot hold a conversation with them without that subject coming up.
Mm.
And guess what? Guess what else I noticed? Those people are people who have not accomplished anything in their life because they're so busy holding on to this like a badge of honor. So then they can't grow. And so this is the trick of the devil. This is the trick of the devil to cause you to hold on to. Uh, there was a show I was watching. It was a movie, and this guy was bitter and angry at another guy because he stole his lunch. They're working at a job. He had he put his bag of lunch in the refrigerator. There's a few different people working there at the job, but he knew this one guy stole his lunch. The guy lied and he said, "No, I didn't take your lunch." He's the only one that could have took it. Nobody else would have. He knew this guy stole his lunch, and for years. So then one day, life would have it that this guy who was bitter, the guy who stole his lunch, walks in to get to get something he needed at another job. That guy was working there. The bitter guy was working there. This other guy hadn't forgot about it basically, but he knew this guy didn't like him. He couldn't remember why the guy liked him, and so he needed this guy's help. The guy who was bitter, and it was like you know how you got to get these pass inspections and so forth and like this. And this guy was the guy to do the inspection, the bitter guy. And so he was like giving him a hard time. He says, "Man, why do you hate me so much?" The guy who's totally blue. He said, "Because you stole my lunch and then you lied. And you lied. And to this day," he says, "You know what? You know what? Yeah, I ate your lunch. I ate your lunch. I was hungry that day and I didn't have any money to buy any lunch. And so, yeah, I stole your lunch and I ate it. I'm sorry. Is that what you want?" He said, "That's all I've wanted for 40 years, 30 years or whatever, how long it had been. It was like been like 30 years. He said, "That's all I wanted." And he reached out and he shook his hand.
Oh, wow.
That's all I wanted all these years was just for you to admit that you stole my lunch. He held on to it and it consumed him. He was like, this mean mugging, especially if he saw this guy or whatever, and he held that thing up and all he wanted was an apology. Once he got it, he was able to let that thing go. And sometimes that's all we want. But in most cases, we're not going to get it.
And I do want to We dealt on that. So what would your encouragement be if a person that's holding on to something like that, trying to say, you know what, I need closure, but they're not going to get that closure? What would you tell that person? What kind of encouraging words you could tell that person and say, hey, you're not going to get it. So what would your encouraging words be to that
First,
person?
I would start off by asking that person, what is the most important thing to you? Because if that event is more important than the levels of things in your life that affect you, say for instance, your home, your family, your bills, your career. There's so many things that are so much more important for you to
Mm-hmm.
hold on, that you have to gracefully let go of something that you have no control over. You have no control over how another person feels. Because see, the truth be told, that sometimes people who try to, or I heard you say this one day, hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt people hurt other people. And if they're jealous of you, and if they have a dislike you because they're jealous, or they got a problem with you because um they wish they could be you and they can't. They don't like your energy, and they will do things to hurt you. So then they don't feel like they have to apologize to you, because their reasoning for attacking you was because they were jealous of you in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't like you for whatever reason. And so people will have all these things going on the inside of them. And that was a commercial. Mind is a terrible thing to waste. And our imagination, our minds are so complex, and people will think things about you. And I was telling somebody recently, I'm kind of done with this idea of intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. My intuition about something is not truth. It's just my thought and my intuition. I don't share it, because what I may think of you could be totally 100% wrong, because I saw something
Mm-hmm.
or I heard a joke that was intended just to be a joke and not the truth. And then I judged you by it. Or because I see people with all these earrings and all these piercings and these big earlobe things that they wear. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they're a freak. They saw it, they liked it, they did it. If I judge them, and my intuition says that that person's into drugs because they got earrings and piercings all over and tattoos, if I judge them, I could be totally 100% wrong. So I don't. I think the intuition is just a trick of the devil. That's Frank's opinion, and I don't like opinionists.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
another word. That's another word for me. Opinion. I want the truth. I don't care about somebody's opinion. And if I know that what a person is saying to me is an opinion
Mm-hmm.
versus the truth, I'm going to process it in a different way. And so I would say to a person, find the truth, know the truth. There's a difference in I believe something and I know something.
Mm-hmm.
And gracefully find a middle place and just move on. Let it go. Let it go.
And I find that so true because I had a lot of people to judge me for some people what they heard or the way I looked.
Oh yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
it was like, hey, I because they really came to me. They I don't know how it happened. I was just hanging around somewhere and I was just talking to a couple of friends
Mhm.
and the person came up who it was like, and she was in the little crowd and she was like, and she pulled me to the side. She said, I want to apologize to you. And I'm like, for what?
What? Yeah.
She said, I misjudged you and I thought you were something what I heard, thought you was this uh big headed kind of person that me, not me. I give you the shirt off my back. That's not me. And I don't know where you get it from, but I'm glad you came to me and told me
Mhm.
that, this what you thought I was, and you saw for yourself that that's not I am. That's not the person I am.
Now, see, I have a lot of respect for that person, but a lot of people won't come to you and say, "I'm sorry, I misjudged you. I spoke
Mhm.
ill about you, and I didn't get a chance to know you." See, but this is what the grabbing the wrong book. This is what this book about. You ever met a girl? Same sort of situation. You ever met a girl? You like her, she likes you. Y'all getting along, y'all vibing, and then her girlfriend, who's never met you, who's never seen you before, have never talked to you before, never emailed you before, never texted you before, never seen you, all of a sudden convinced that girl that you no good, rotten, and that you're gonna do something to her. You're gonna beat her. You're gonna be ugly towards her. Wait, it's gonna happen. Wait, this they be nice at first and stuff, and then this woman believes this garbage so much till she breaks up with you, not because you did anything wrong,
Mm.
but because the noise in her ear. Her mother never seen you, never talked to you, never don't know nobody who knows you. But all of a sudden, because she's happy and she's expressing how wonderful I met this guy and he's great. He's so sweet. He says the nicest things. He opens doors for me. He's considerate. He bought me flowers. Blah 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 blah. And then somebody on the outside, never seen you before, never talked to you, get in their ear and convince them that you're going to do something that you have no thoughts of doing, that you're going to treat. This happens so much, and men don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about it. Somebody brought up the other day that, and we're not gonna make this out of women bashing. We're not gonna do that.
Right.
Uh, but just to bring some clarity about thought, Maury Povich show, I think it's called. I don't watch it, but all I know is that you are the father or you're not the father. That
Mm-hmm.
80% of the shows on there, come to find out that you are not the father. 80%, they say, 85% that
85.
you are not the father. But you hear women that always say men are dogs, men fool around, they cheat more than women. Well, then how in the world would 85% of the cases be you're not the father? And so many guys are finding out, and so we get dogged and we're quiet. We don't talk about it. But this book deals with this issue in a graceful way.
Mm-hmm.
It deals with how do you deal with when you've been lied on, when you've been talked about, when your life has been crushed and just torn apart because somebody don't even know you, and get to the person who you have a connection with, tear your relationship apart, and don't happen one time, but happens several times. But I notice those of us who are chosen ones, that kind of stuff happens to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every time it happens, God brings us higher, higher, and higher, and higher. And especially when we are able to forget those things that are behind us and press forward towards the mark of the prize of the high calling of God. Especially when we can move forward gracefully. God keeps elevating us. And when you look back at those people who all that happened to, they're not doing well. Most of them are sick. Most of them don't have much. They don't make it far in life because they are so consumed
Yeah.
with negativity that they don't understand its negativity. They just think it's just life. I've had people, oh Lord, somebody sent me a prayer. And now I'm 61 years old. And the prayers the prayer starts out, Lord help me, or Lord, you know my struggle, Lord. These prayers, they start out like that. Okay, at what point do we grow up to, we say, we start out with our prayer, Lord thank you, and
Mm,
Lord thank you, and Lord thank you, as opposed to I'm needing something, or I
mm,
need to be fixed. At what point do we don't need to be fixed? And this is what religion do to us. We're never whole, we're never complete, we are never all is good. It's always, we always, Lord, I need you to fix this, I need you to, as opposed to gratitude fixes so much. That's what this book is about, you know, about even both of them, you
yeah,
know.
that's someone just asked. Those are the name. You can keep it up, Frank. Pull it up for me, Frank. Those are the name of the books: Fate, Manner, and Gracefully Letting Go. Thank you, Sister Hughes, for coming and tuning in. Thank you, Founder, for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, she just asked the title of the book. So those are the title of the book: Fate, Manner, and Gracefully Letting Go. How could they purchase your book?
You can purchase them both on Amazon.com. Type Frank Thompson Jr. in there, and the names of the books, and it'll pop right up. Um, and on my website, which is frankthompsonjr.org. There it is on the screen. frankthompsonjr.org. And there's also frankthompsonmusic.com. And but you can just Google right now. It's mainly being sold on Amazon and on my website. And so I encourage people to get this book. It's for everybody. If you're broken, if you got if you going through thoughts of craziness in your life, either one of these books will help you get straight, you know, because it's about, yeah, we all go through trouble, we all go through trials, we all go through, oh Lord, someone's knocking on my door, and it must be maintenance. uh Come on in. What you say now? Come on in. The uh I'm on an interview, so uh yeah. So the that's maintenance is coming in. Uh, so no matter what you're going through in life, everyone has gone through some type of trial, some type of tribulation. It's how you deal with it.
Yeah,
It's how you it's um how you process it. If you run into a negative situation and you handle it with love, then, and you handle it with grace, you have a better outcome than matching negative energy with negative energy.
mm,
If someone walks up to me and they have a negative uh, uh, thought, come at with me with a negative attitude, and if I match that, you got to fight.
yeah, yeah.
That's a recipe for a fight.
Hmm.
But when people come to you, you know, hey, man, hey, what's going on? How you doing? You know, and you, instead of matching that, you match it with love and with laughter, and you neutralize it with, hey, calm down, calm down. What now? Explain to me what's going on now. What then, son? Now what then? You know, and start, you know, making a joke out of it and whatnot, and be sensitive about whatever their need is. You can neutralize that situation, calm it down. Before you know it, you got a handshake or a hug, and you you know and it's over with.
Yeah, yeah.
It's over with before you know it.
Awesome, awesome. So look, y'all make sure y'all get Frank Thompson Jr. book. It is an amazing book. I already know it's great because this man is an amazing songwriter.
Bless you.
This man got more songs than I don't know. This man
64
got
on the market.
how
64
much?
on the market.
64. And I think he got more sitting somewhere in that room. So
Oh Lord, there's a lot of music in this room. I have songs that are pretty much complete that I just haven't released yet.
yeah,
Uh, I have a whole album worth of songs that basically I just need to just push the button and say just send it to the world. And now I'm working on books and ministry and building a house, and I have so many things. There's like I say, I'm like Shrek. I got many layers.
this man got buku lives a lot. So look, y'all get his book. His book is actually on his website as well, www.frankthompsonjr.org. Check out his music, Frank Thompson Music, right?
Yes, FrankThompsonMusic.com.
FrankThompsonMusic.com. So y'all check it out. Get his music, purchase his books. It is amazing. I'm telling y'all will be blessed by both. You will be blessed by both. And
Before you go, I want to say something to people. When you get Frank Thompson's music or Frank Thompson's book, you get what God gave me. It was suggested that I get an editor. I didn't get an editor, a book editor. I wanted, and that's another thing people tell me about my book, that it's easy to read because I write the way I talk.
mhm.
And so people understand it. It's not this college scientist level that people got to process all these big giant words. It meets you where you are, no matter what age, no matter what educational. And when you get my music, I don't allow people to give me suggestions and change my music. What God gives to me, I give to the world, because I understand the importance of, if God gave it to you,
Yeah.
then that's what God intended the world to get.
Mm.
There's a lot of people, I know so many producers, you bring them a song and they'll say, that sounds good, but you need to probably add another part here, and you need to do this because the world wants to hear this, music lovers want to hear this or that. No. What God gives to me, if God gave it to me, there's no man's opinion that's that important that I'm going to change what God gave to me. I don't care what nobody say, like it or not. Guess what? Somebody it's for, and it may not be for that person, but it's for someone. And God's going to make sure that through the process of time, I have this thing that I've been saying lately, that 100 years from now, I want someone to be talking about Frank Thompson, whether it's through my books or my music. And what I have on the market in music and now these books may not be for somebody today, but 100 years from now, somebody's going to pick up one of these books or listen to some of that music, and it's going to touch and bless their lives. And I won't be here, but what God gives you is for somebody. And I'm saying that to encourage someone who's listening, when people want to change what you have and tell you that, no, you shouldn't write it like that, or you shouldn't sing that song like that. If God gave it to you, be encouraged. That's what God has for someone else and for yourself. Do what God gave you. I'm done. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you, man.
Man, it's an honor to have you on this show. Thank you, Dr. McCall, Gloria McCall. She's one of, I don't want to say it, Dr. McCall, I don't want to mess it up. The Gospel Music Workshop and CCU are combining as one to have a gospel music, a gospel music department. CCU
Yes.
now has a gospel music department. They're
Yes.
getting things together. Is on a roll right now.
Mhm.
I'm definitely going to try to have founder and Dr. McCoy on here at the same time to discuss that.
Wonderful.
Y'all get ready. GSWC and CCU are doing some amazing things. If
Yes,
you're
I've been
looking
hearing
for
things.
a
Wonderful.
degree in gospel music, and I believe it's early childhood education, I want to say, I know I'm messing it up somewhere. Look, y'all, put that in. If you're still on, Dr. McCall, can you put that in? What's the degrees they could get? So yeah, it's being amazing. It's amazing. GSWC and CCU are running, and it's almost there, y'all. It's like right there at the tip of the edge. It's we about to fly off with it. Thank you once again. Like I said, y'all go to www.frankthompsonjr.org to get his books. Go to www.frankthompsonmusic.com to get his music. And look, y'all, you're gonna be blessed. You're going to be blessed. And September the 1st, I think Dr. McCall just did it. There we go. Bachelor's degree in music ministry and leadership of children's ministry. So if you looking forward to get that kind of degree, uh, be look on the lookout for GSWC and CCU. They'll be having that degree out for y'all, and you will be blessed. I sat in some of the meetings, and man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a blessing. It's gonna be a blessing. And also, yeah, I'm trying to get everything out the way. September the 1st, September the 1st, it will be opening for the 2026 National Gospel Songwriters Conference, September the 1st through December the 31st. Submit your music for the 2026 Songwriters Conference. All right, that is it, y'all. Like I always say, it is an honor and a privilege to have the one and only Frank Thompson on here. Oh yeah, okay, as well as a bachelor's in gospel music industry. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. McCall. Um, it is so honored to have the one and only Frank Thompson. This man is the most busiest man in the world. I'm so honored to have him on here.
Bless you.
And like I always say, y'all have a great and blessed day. Peace, love, and joy. Be blessed. Welcome back, y'all. Look, I completely forgot before I get fussed at by my founder. Look, it will be September the 19th. If you in the New Orleans area, if you in Nola, Louisiana, in Metairie, if you in uh Slidell, anywhere in the New Orleans area or around surrounding areas, West Bank, if you in that area, we are having the Gospel Songwriters Conference is doing a fundraiser um, musical September the 19th at Greater Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. If you are in the surrounding area, please come out and support. It's going to be an amazing event. I have some amazing singers, songwriters coming to bless the house. Once again, I'm getting a flyer for y'all as we speak. As we speak. I'm sorry, I don't know where I went to. There we go. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, so there's an amazing event. Here we go. So once again, September the 19th, come out and support. We need your support. Need your support. Yeah, there you go. And those are the two books by the one and only Frank Thompson. I'm glad to have him on. Faith Man and Gracefully Letting Go by Frank Thompson. So please just get those books. Them books will bless you. Here he goes. Here we go. This so y'all can see the fire. Here we go. Oh, there's just the flyer. Um, the National Gospel Songwriters Conference, a night of worship, fundraiser, musical, hosted by my church, Greater Antioch. Thank you to my pastor, Pastor William P. Jackson, for allowing me to do this concert, this musical at the church. Um, we have some amazing singers. The group I sang in Anointed to Worship, the male chorus from First Pilgrim Baptist Church, and many, many more. Friday, September the 19th. That's a Friday night. I'm a true believer. 1 hour of power. Get it. Come in, praise God, and go out with a giving God all the praise. So September the 19th, y'all prepare at 7 p.m. Once again, I want to thank my founder for this opportunity. I want to thank my pastor for letting us come in and be an awesome man of God and letting us do this. And I also cannot forget before it slipped my mind. I've been nominated for the Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards. I've been nominated for Male Soloist of the Year. So please go. Thank God for that opportunity. Thank God for whoever put my name in the book. Thank God just for another opportunity just to be nominated for that award. So go to www. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. www.tgmea.org. Again, www.tgmea awards. I have been nominated for the National Male Soloist of the Year. So thank you for that opportunity. Look, y'all have a great and blessed day. Thank you, founder. Thank you, Miss Hughes. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great and blessed day. And look, once again, y'all go to go to the National Gospel Songwriters Conference in September. If you're a songwriter, submit your song. Submit your song for the 2026 Songwriters Conference. It's going to be an awesome experience. Also, if you want to be a GSWC member, only $10 a month, $120 yearly, you get some great benefits. You'll get 30% off the conference fees, a monthly newsletter, and etc. Check out the website for more information. The website will be back up September the 1st. So September the 1st, get it. Hit it. Get click, go to www.thenationalgospelsongwritersconference.com. Songwriters, submit your songs. September the 1st is the opening day to submit your songs. You have September the 1st till December the 31st to submit your song. If I'm forgetting anything, founder, that see, my founder always on it. Thank you so much, founder. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all have a great and blessed day. Be blessed.